if you have been trying to attract your specific niche audience to your YouTube videos and haven't been really succeeding, then this video is going to help you exactly how to do that. Because my name is Robert George, I own a company called Synergy Scaling, very specialized in helping creators, coaches, consultants, agency owners, growth operator get more clients through YouTube. And what that exactly means is that we help them attract their very specific ICP. That's the very first thing we do with all of our clients. And just a simple example, one of our clients, Shiv Shetty, who is a very niche down coach, got 3.5k views on a very simple YouTube video and generated $17,000 in high ticket coaching sales with that. And why this is important is because this means that somewhat I understand how to do targeting. So if you watch this video to the end, you're going to learn exactly how to do that for yourself. Whether you're targeting professionals or a very niche audience, this is how exactly to do that. Because when it comes to YouTube, the problem with targeting is people do it the same way, just as like ads. You call out people, agency owners, marketing agency owners, blah, 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 these sorts of stuff, or, select a very niche audience. This doesn't work on YouTube. This is not possible. So what works on YouTube and how targeting works on YouTube is very simple. When someone is on their home feed or they are searching something, when they see content, how they are deciding whether they should click on it or not is based on how much it aligns with their problems and their goals. So what this means is that if you put the text like agency owners or copywriters or X, Y, and Z, it's not going to attract those kind of people. Because if I have a problem that I can't get a client, I'm not getting clients, but you write in the title like how to get clients as an agency owner or how to get clients as a copywriter, yes, I'm more likely to click on it, but I'm going to click whether or not I'm that type of person if I can't get a client. So that's why this is really important, that this is how targeting works on YouTube. Now, when it comes to your actually specific niche audience, how can you make sure that all the time you are very specifically attracting them and targeting them? Now, this comes down to multiple factors, but I'm trying to make it sure it's simple and you understand that. But think in this way, you have a very specific niche you want to target. And I would guess it's not just one niche, like marketing agency owners, right? I would guess it's not this. But something which is, for example, our latest clients who just signed up has these two niches which we are blending together. One is professionals, meaning that C-suite professionals, or basically the audience about between 40 to 60 years old who are, in business, or they have a company, or they are working in, they're not just an employee. You get what I mean. Now, the other is spirituality. And now this comes down to a problem of how can we actually, attract these people all the time? Well, it's very simple. We use these things back and forth, where these problems and these goals, and these problems and these goals, so let's write goals and problems are continuously interchanged. So for example, we can create a video of how to get a promotion. This would be one that would watch a professional, or we can be like how to manifest a promotion, and this is more spirituality. But we can go in the between, where like for example, this is how X, Y, and Z manifested a promotion, and this exactly talks to the same people with their goals and their problems, just in the very niched place. So this is basically how you do that. I hope it makes sense for you guys, because it's not the easiest thing in the world, but it's not the hardest. It all comes down how you're creating your ideas. And that comes down to understanding the market. And that comes down to being in the niche. So like if you're a professional, you would know what kind of content you would click on. And if you're somewhat in the spiritual niche, then you know that this would make sense for you or not. And so basically this is the idea of how you start with targeting and to be able to target your very specific niche. Now, the next thing is understanding the depth of a niche. So I like to call this, I will search up somewhere the graph, which I like to talk about. This graph right here. There is the graph. And this talks about the depth of a niche. So I think in this way, you want to attract, let's say, marketing agency owners. This is something that you want. Like very specifically, you want these types of people watching your content. And there are, the unaware people when it comes to this, where those people who don't even have a business yet. And making a content for them, like how to make $10,000 a month, would attract them, for example. But there are the marketing agency aware people, like people who have considered, doing a marketing agency, which is like the best way to start a marketing agency. This is a video which would work perfectly. On the next one is interested. So we can talk about, the best way to do outreach for a marketing agency. For an example, this talks to the interested people. Now, of course, as I mentioned, it's not perfect because, other people will watch it, but like this is the idea. Next one is the builder. So people who are already, they already have a marketing agency. So like what you can do is say something along those lines of, how to scale from 10 to 30K a month in your marketing agency, or scale from 5 to 15, or you get my point. They are already building, they are already in the trenches doing it. And the master is basically who can be said is the best one. Like, you don't have to teach them anything. It's like they know what to do. This is, you can attract these types of people with, for example, what's beyond 6 figures in a marketing agency. And like, what does this mean? How to solve this? Like, you have now an idea of, okay, what does this mean? And exactly who would you attract with this? And so every single niche has this kind of depth. And why this kind of depth is important is because if you have understood the depth, you can all the time attract from one niche or multiple niches the right type of people to your content. Where did this go? Okay. And so you have the right type of people. You can attract them to your content. It's going to be easy for you in this sense. So if this makes sense, then use it, to be honest with you. Now, I wanted to create this video to quickly go over how to exactly target your ICP on YouTube. But if you want to, learn more about YouTube, there is a 1.5 hour long free training that I've created about YouTube, which was someone paid for me $6K. And you can watch that video. It's completely free to watch it. But if you need very specific guidance on how to apply all the knowledge for yourself and scale your company through YouTube, getting an extra 10 to 15 clients per month from it, there's a link down below to check out my funnel where I show exactly what we offer. And if that would be of any interest for you, you can simply book a call with us. See ya.